going down the 12th Street Dam, which was a dam that powered the Darby Mills. This is where the mill race started, then went into the mills and powered the water wheels that did the milling, and Darby was very famous for. So we're going to see a couple other spots today, famous in Darby history. We're just passing maybe the first twin house in America back there. Yes, there's your first twin house that we made.
Oh, that's the first twin house?
First in America, we believe.
Oh, wow.
First twin house, and it makes sense. It was here.
Still occupied.
Yeah. They saved for two sisters.
How old would you say it is? Do you want each other or say something?
How old is the monkey?
It looked 230, I think.
1730.
So we're on the McDade Boulevard as it comes through Darby right now. And what most people don't know is McDade Boulevard was actually a part of the Lincoln Highway system, the first transcontinental road in America from New York to Philadelphia to Pittsburgh to San Francisco. However, there was a branch to this that went to Washington and then to Gettysburg, and they used to call that the Washington Alternative Route.
Wow.
And they would say Washington Gettysburg. What they would never say was Philadelphia, Washington, Gettysburg.
The piles of stones were for the reproduction mill that was put up for 1926 for the sesquicentennial.
I guess this is maybe where it was.
Yeah, and there's a square hole. You can see the holes.
And if you look at the rock, you can see square holes.
Yeah, right in that one rock, right there.
I see it.
There's like two of them, but one's real distinct.
So I guess this is archaeology.
Yeah,
Well, this is where Governor Prince built a grist mill in 1645. It was a splash mill, like a Norse, kind of ancient,
They were still using it?
an ancient style. This dam will probably be taken out soon.
the dam is scheduled to be removed, but it's been in schedule for a long time, and they have systematically removed them in various places. This is a little more difficult because of the stone here. They have to protect this oldest European trace of any kind in America, in Pennsylvania, and actually the Delaware Valley that we know of. There were earlier settlements or earlier things, but we're not sure. We don't have artifacts from them. We have this artifact here. It's visible. There used to be, right here, there was a pass-through down to that reconstructed mill. Right.
But we're in the bottom of a bowl, and let's just say the water will have its way.
Yeah.
I think you were the caretaker here with one of the floods.
Oh yeah. When we went through a flood.
We were the friends of the outside of the friends of the Blue Bell became the friends of the outside of the Blue Bell in 1999 after Hurricane Floyd. There was like 3 feet of water on the third floor, and Dave and June had to be evacuated by boat. Say where water needs a place to go.
Yeah. And what it is there's so much development and much more runoff than going into the ground in forests and fields and, you know, farms and whatever. It's now runs into sewers that empty sewer, storm sewers, I should say, that run into the creek, and there's increased development and increased pressure. The park built this wall rather than a soft side, you know, it's constricted, and the removal of the dam will not solve the flooding here. Actually, they need a fish race to solve the flooding. That's the secret to how to do this.
The building was built here as a date stone of 1766, but there may have been an inn here earlier than that. This was the main stagecoach route in Philadelphia and Southern Colonies. It was also a written site to the Washington Rochambeau Revolutionary Route.
W3R.
When anyone from the South would pass by,
right.
Several times Washington was welcomed here as he came up, like for the first inauguration, etc. There may have been a building here earlier than that, 1757, we're not entirely sure. In 1801, they built a 3-story addition, which was the Blue Bell Hotel, and you can picture that on the place now.
About a 13-room hotel, as I believe.
It was a pretty elaborate place.
Yeah.
But it was just about the time when the railroads came through, and stagecoach travel fell off a lot.
So that third window on the top there, that top window was where the family would have lived when it was a tavern per se, and there was the big hotel wasn't added on next to it, which is now gone. But they would have lived up there and had, you know, the whole little kids under the eaves. My son slept under the eaves in the end, sort of like Harry Potter in a little closet, not under the stairs, but under the eaves. But you'll notice right above the window that there's a spot there. That's where I believe the original date stone, the real original date stone was.